Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Denver Nuggets. Looking at Denver, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things. Here,
Oklahoma City, land of the Thunder, in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sidelines tonight, Doris Burke. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Checked in for Roberson. Laverne, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Chandler comes in for Fareed. So on the floor for Denver. Gallinari is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Moutier. And it's Laverne in at the 5 down low. Here's the bulldozer. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. He got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
And good on the basket. Book it.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor.
This
Isolate
break
top.
gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. In third, the Thunder.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
Westbrook with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Here we can get a look at Oklahoma City, Kevin, and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. First in fewest turnovers per game. Second in opponent points per game. And they're also ranked number 2 in scoring points in transition. This is a team that really pushes the ball ahead and tries to score before the defense gets set.
And, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
McCallum with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And that one's good.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
And Denver has possession following the three-pointer by Freak. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Kevin Durant. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there, and it's Payne in the corner. The bulldozer passes to Collison. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Nuggets leading by 3. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Mike Malone had a few moments to share with me. He said the key to this matchup will be their ability to limit the quality looks close to the basket. When facing a team like this one, he said, you don't stand a chance giving up easy looks inside. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Raiders on the wing. Fires the three. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Denver, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. Of course, the Thunder, a half game back.
And when I look at Denver, they've looked very solid here to start the season. What's surprised me the most is just how much confidence this group is playing with.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Greg. I mean, that mental toughness bodes well, very well for them once we get later into the season.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's the bulldozer. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's McCallum. He's guarded by Waiters. Kufis kicks to Chandler. 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Thunder with the rebound. Here's the bulldozer. Chandler with the rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And it's Laverne missing. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Waiters leading the charge. No good from the bulldozer. And here is Harris. Here's McCallum. He got it up in time, but and the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Bulldozer is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Cantor in at the center filling out the middle. Here's Barton. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Back to Westbrook.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
No good from the bulldozer.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Ibaka. Down low. And finished off by Westbrook.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Following the miss by Emmanuel Mudiay from deep. Durant attacking. Here's the bulldozer. Misses off the right iron. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Suns.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Roberson's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Here's the bulldozer. Takes it from 10. That's good. The bulldozer's got 5. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's the screen. Here's McCallum. Passes it to Harris. Lets the three fly, and that one's good. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
The shot's good from the Bulldozer.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Kufis kicks to Harris. Tries again. A nice shot by Kufis. Kufis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
And making a point of getting in there and vying for missed shots.
And stolen by Kufis. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. He kicks to Laverne. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and that one's good. And now a 5-point Denver lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
The Bulldozer passes to Waiters. Here's the Bulldozer. Shoots the three. Laverne grabs the miss. Here's McCallum. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And a pretty tight. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one. He's checked in for the Thunder. And a switcher also for Denver. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Fareed. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Goudier out there with Will Barton. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then there's Gallinari.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was a major factor. He finished with 22 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
It's blocked, and they get it back. Jokic, no good.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
No good from the Bulldozer.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Now here's Moutier. 6 points for him. Pass to Jokic. Here's Chandler. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Chandler's got 5 points so far.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 8. Six to shoot. Up top, Canner. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Westbrook. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Now, Moutier was definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Inside, tipped away. Stolen by Cantor. Here's the Bulldozer. Gallinari covering. Here's the bulldozer. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Here's Gallinari. Got a piece of it. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's the bulldozer. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists here tonight.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
To the inside. Gallinari dishes to Barton. Out to Gallinari. Chandler a screen. Shoots from the line. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Gallinari's got 9 points now in just the second half. Oklahoma City's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Moutier kicks to Gallinari. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Outside for Durant. For the lead. That's good. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for McGarry. Ibaka comes in for Waiters. The bulldozer, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Denver also making some changes. Koufos checked in for Laverne. Gallinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Barton subbed in for McCallum. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Russell Westbrook out there with the bulldozer. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers. Looking at the game for Barton, he's got 8 points and also a block shot. The assists have been coming for him, along with putting some numbers up from the foul line, too.
Yeah, I love the unselfishness and then also the tremendous focus that's been on display.
The dish to Gallinari. Lets it go with a 3. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to the bulldozer. Right wing. Here's Ibaka. Another miss by Ibaka.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Barton. He's covered by Westbrook. Fareed at the elbow to the wing on the left. Shoots from 14. Second chance shot, and it's Koufos missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
They get it again.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Barton, and the lead is down inside single digits.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Westbrook passes to the bulldozer. Back to Westbrook. Here's the bulldozer, guarded by Harris. Count the bucket. And that's 13 points for Freak. The Nuggets trail by 11. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Westbrook. Gallinari against Ibaka. Kicks it to Koufos. Puts it up from 12. And again, it's Denver. Denver making a switch here. Here is Durant. Here's the bulldozer. Back to Westbrook. Ibaka, the pass to the bulldozer. From deep three-point range. Inside. Nice pass. Led into the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And the pass to Jokic. Bounces high off the rim and drops. There's 1:47 left in the fourth. Westbrook with it. Passes it to the bulldozer. Outside Westbrook. Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the bulldozer, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket. The Nuggets trail by 11. And Moutier throws it down.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV. No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
We need to calm down.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. He rallied the troops saying nobody said it was going to be easy. They're not laying down. They're not going away. If we want this game, we have to take it from them. Kevin, plenty of fire in that speech.
Westbrook passes to the bulldozer. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Moutier, the shot is off.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
No problems knocking that one down. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Feeds to Durant. Pass to the bulldozer. 19 seconds left in the game. Cantor with the screen on Gallinari. 4 on the clock. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Freak, you're the guy. So good screens, tight passes now. Look, execute, and let's put them away.
Goes up off the inbound. McCallum misses.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
This is what you love to see.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. Well, last season was pretty much a lost cause with all the injuries that the Thunder went through. When this team is healthy, however, Kenny, do you feel they should be a top contender in the West?
Oh, when they're healthy, they're one of the best. I mean, the Thunder, with their roster complete, when it's complete and they're healthy, they could contend with anyone. I think they're dominant when their core guys are there. If one or two guys are missing, they play such a vital.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Memphis Grizzlies. The Thunder are looking to grab one for the home fans here in Oklahoma City before heading back out on the road. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now here's Conley, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Gasol against Cantor. Baseline J on the way, and Cantor pulls it down.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
No good from the bulldozer.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Number 1, the Grizzlies. Second, the Thunder.
Great play from both of these teams in the open court. You love the energy and effort they've displayed lately here in getting out and forcing the issue.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Denver Nuggets.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
2 on the clock, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's the bulldozer. He's guarded by Stevenson. Here's the bulldozer. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And I tell you what, somebody's draped all over him, and he's still able to connect.
Here is Conley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. A nice shot by Gasol.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Over the last month, let's take a look at the Grizzlies and how they stacked up in the league statistically. First in points off the break, 3rd in rebounding, and they're ranked 3rd in team blocks, getting after it defensively in the paint.
And the league leaders in fast break points. They're always fun to watch, maybe not so fun to defend. A lot of the times, they leave their opponents in the dust.
Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against Phoenix.
And in that game, they did damage in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
Showed off all of their weapons and resources at that end of the floor. Really just put on a marvelous show.
A different look for Oklahoma City. McGarry comes in for Cantor. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Serge Ibaka. Cody Zeller's checked in for Memphis.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammates there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And we always talk about making your teammates better. That assist was right on target.
Here's the bulldozer. He's guarded by Stevenson. From about 16, that's short off the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Johnson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Marc Gasol. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, putting up about 18 points per 8 rebounds and 4 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
And this is exactly what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to come on.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Payne's checked in.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Yeah, and as a coaching staff, you feel helpless here. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just hope they snap out of the rut. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Waiters passes to Durant. Here's the bulldozer. They get it back. McGarry from down in the low post. It goes.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I caught up with Coach Dave Yeager. Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. The bulldozer passes to Payne. It's rebounded by Memphis. There's 1:40 left here in the opening quarter. And the whistle blows in the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at Oklahoma City right there in 5th position. Middle of the pack in the conference. And of course there's the Grizzlies. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Wirtz looking for his first basket still in this one. The 3. Here's Johnson. Rejected by Collison. And to the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. Great shooters, boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. Brandon Wright on top.
You know, Kevin, a lot of guys think that points per game is all that matters, but a high field goal percentage indicates efficiency, taking advantage of your opportunities at a high rate.
Stevenson outside. The Thunder pull it in.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Waiters with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's the bulldozer. 17 points for him last game against Denver. Pass to Waiters. 14 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Memphis moving it around. Here's Wirtz. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad.
I play the game how it's supposed to be.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Tanner. Bulldozer is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Roberson in at the three. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Really good awareness right there on the assist. Dishes it to Conley. Gasol with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. No good from Gasol. That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Durant, that's good.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Memphis trailing here. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Conley. Outside Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gasol's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. Oklahoma City shooting 43% from the floor. Durant the pass to the Bulldozer. Latre. Count that one. The Bulldozer's got his third basket of the night right there.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
To the paint. Here's Randolph. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Outside for Durant. And the Thunder, another three.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Conley with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. A floater. Randolph dishes to Gasol. Count that one.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low. Here's a look at some stats for Randolph. He's been dominant over the last month.
On the opponent, his effort wears them down physically and mentally.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Westbrook. Passes it to the Bulldozer. Kicks it to Cantor. Left side Westbrook. 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to the Bulldozer. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by Randolph. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets made some major contributions. He ended with 17 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Out to the right wing. Outside Westbrook. 3-pointer. The shot's good from the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Oklahoma City. Here's Wirtz. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jermichael Green comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Johnson in for Lance Stevenson. Cantor against Gasol. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. How last month turned out for him. 13th in scoring and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And yeah, you know, one of the most dangerous scorers in the league. He's already come up big in some key games this year.
Back to Ibaka. Westbrook against Conley. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Green with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Conley. Offensive rebound. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. The Grizzlies. And that does it for the... The second half just about to get going here.
Check out the game.
The Bulldozer, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City leading by 13. So on the 4 for Memphis. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Randolph a screen. Jumper off the screen, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Randolph's got 8.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Left side Gasol. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Ibaka. Durant with it. Conley picks him up. The Bulldozer passes to Cantor. To the paint. Stolen by Stevenson. And there's the feed to Johnson. He kicks it to Randolph. No luck. Good D by Westbrook. 3 on 3. Pass to the Bulldozer. He feeds it to Westbrook. Here's the Bulldozer. Here's Cantor. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cantor's got 8 points.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Now Conley. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. From 11 feet away, a shot by Johnson, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Here's the Bulldozer. There's the dish to Westbrook. Pass to the Bulldozer. Back to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the Bulldozer. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And it's Gasol penetrating. And good on the basket. Book it. Gasol's got 8.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Well, with the strong mix of perimeter and interior defense, These leading shot blockers among small forwards this past month have had a very good run at their own end of the court. Fourth, Kevin Durant.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
Yeah, they really do make up the perfect blueprint of a strong defender at the 3 spot, combining the ability to defend on the floor and in the air.
There's a screen. Feeds to Johnson. Picked by Zeller. Here's Wirtz. He has 7, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as he goes out of bounds.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Here's the bulldozer. 16 points for him.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Dishes it to Johnson. Picked by Zeller. Pass to Conley. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
The pass to the bulldozer. It's McGarry atop the key. Waiters gets a wide open look. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Conley, the pass to Wirtz. Johnson outside. And here's Conley outside. Can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Bulldozer is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Roberson, and it's small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Conley dishes to Gasol. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
The bulldozer passes to Kanter. Looking to end the drought. Westbrook, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 21, and it's Memphis on the break. Here's Conley. That's good.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Some changes for Memphis. Johnson, he's checked in for Cody Zeller, and Lance Stevenson subbed in for JaMychal Green. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Gasol, a screen on Westbrook. Conley kicks to Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 12 points for Marc Gasol.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's the bulldozer. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson dishes to Conley. Another miss by Conley.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Kicks to Kanter. Here's the bulldozer. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Grizzlies trail by 20. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Outside Conley. The assist by Conley. 14 points for Marc Gasol.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
On defense, Oklahoma City. Conley, the pass to Randall. The rebound by the Bulldozer.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
The tray. The Grizzlies pull it in. Stolen by Cantor. He dishes it to Ibaka. That misses off the backboard. The Grizzlies have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Conley kicks to Stevenson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Randolph sets a screen for Stevenson. The feed to Gasol. Shot clock at 5. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
You know Gasol is playing well. He's got 14 points and 4 assists. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. Here's the Bulldozer. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Stevenson dishes to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Westbrook. Conley inside the line. The Thunder pull it in. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Ibaka with a screen on Conley. Here's Cantor. Rejected by Gasol. Johnson, the pass to Randolph. And that one goes long. Oklahoma City leading by 21. Here's the Bulldozer. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 21 points for Freak.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Back to Conley. To the wing on the left. Johnson from outside. And it's blocked by Ibaka. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Andre Robertson. He's so no problem for Oklahoma City as they get
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Denver comes into this one after the win against Los Angeles. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset. Riding high right now. And tonight we have two teams who both like to get out in transition. A torrid pace, high octane, call it what you will. Kenny, your nickname, the Jet, comes to mind. Is this exactly the kind of up and down style you liked?
Oh, if you're a guard, this is the type of tempo you want to play at. No one wants to play in the half court if you have speed advantage. And with easy baskets, you get into a rhythm, your jump shot starts falling.
The Nuggets have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court. Welcome to the Pepsi Center in Denver.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
This road trip for the Thunder kicking things off here in this one. They've been playing very well lately. It's Nuggets checked in for Oklahoma City. The Thunder leading by 5. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant and Ibaka playing at the 4 and 5. Bulldozer is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Roberson in at the 3 slot.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Here's McCallum. Fareed outside. Here's Gallinari. Drains the 19-footer. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. The Nuggets third.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around, and that one's good. Westbrook.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Again, Doris Burke spoke with Mike Malone. Doris?
We talked about their strategy on how to contain Russell Westbrook, and he told me that Russell's at his best in the open floor. To counteract that, they'll try to make sure they get back on defense in a hurry and limit his chances to get out in transition and start setting up his teammates or throwing down dunks. Neither is a good option for them.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And McCallum kicks to Gallinari. Screen by Fareed. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McCallum, the pass to Gallinari. Connects from 3-point range. Gallinari's got his second basket of the night.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Launches it. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
McCallum, the pass to Jokic. Feeds it to Gallinari. Screen by Fareed. And it's Gallinari missing.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even larger.
Pass to McCallum. And Roberson pulls it down. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against Memphis.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And that one's good. Barton.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Thunder leading by 10. Durant, the pass to the Bulldozer. From the arc. Second shot opportunity, and Westbrook lays it in. Westbrook's got 11.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pass to Jokic. Screen by Fareed. There's a screen. Here's Barton. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Laverne, he's checked in for Reed. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. And Harris subbed in for Barton. And a new group in here for the Thunder. McGarry's checked in for Ibaka. Collison comes in for Kevin Durant. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrappy, Bart, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down. It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right? Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Chandler goes in. What a play. Simply drains it.
Your Nuggets dancers.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Thunder. The Bulldozer in its shooting guard. McGarry out there with Nick Collison. Then it's Payne, and it's Waiters in at the 3. Got that one up quick. And that's 13 points for Freak.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
And stolen by Payne. Here's the Bulldozer. Denver grabs the miss. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Goodwin with it. Now guarded by Payne. Here's Laverne. 9 points last game out. Here's Chandler, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Oklahoma City's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Oklahoma City moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. That one off the back iron and out.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Gallinari kicks to Fareed. There's the pass to Barton. Fareed, a screen on Westbrook. Here's Barton. And he hits it to tie the game up. Barton's got 9.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies played a role for them. He finished 21 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
He kicks to Collison. Durant, the pass to the Bulldozer. From deep. Can't hit. Now Denver takes it the other way.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Oklahoma City trailing. McGarry kicks to Durant. Passes it to the Bulldozer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. The Bulldozers got 15.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now. 4th in rebounding, 9th in scoring, and they are in the top third of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
And let's take a look back at those rebounding stats, because that is, to me, really impressive, that ranking. They've certainly got the strength and maybe more importantly, the disposition to win that battle on the board. Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Westbrook, guarded close. First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
McCallum dishes to Gallinari. With some arc, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Gallinari hits them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
With 1 on the clock, no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Then for the Thunder, Dion Waiters checked in for Durant. The Bulldozer comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Wilson Chandler out there with Laverne. Then there's Harris. Then there's Koufos. And it's Goodwin in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Here's the Bulldozer. 15 points in the game. Clock at 2.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
There's the triple. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Nuggets leading by 10. Now here is Harris. 8 points for him. Pass to Koufos. Goodwin with it. Working on Payne. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Fourth, the Nuggets.
You know what? As a group, they've been very effective. It's not one guy just crashing the boards. It's a total team effort and a team attitude with this group. That's why they rank amongst the league leaders in rebounding.
The first one falls. A different look for Oklahoma City. McGarry comes in for Cantor. And Nick Collison subbed in for Serge Ibaka. And both free throws good for Goodwin. And so here is Oklahoma City. A 12-point game. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
They set the pick. Kufis the pass to Chandler. On the wing, Harris. Here's Laverne. The shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Pass to the Bulldozer. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And it's Denver with the rebound. Kufis has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Chandler against Waiters. Here's Laverne. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Laverne's got his second basket.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
The Nuggets leading by 11. There's the pick. Goodwin kicks to Kufis. Here's Chandler. And that one's good. Chandler's got his second bucket tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
I had a chance to look at numbers for Waiters. How his last 10 games. Points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McCallum's checked in.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
He dishes it to Chandler. The feed to McCallum. Lock at 6. Here's the screen.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And he makes both free throws. 58 seconds left to play in the third. And the pass to the Bulldozer. Dishes to Waiters. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 24. Now Chandler. He feeds it to McCallum. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Laverne. Another shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
No good from the Bulldozer. Here's McCallum. 7 points in the game. Here's Durant.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation?
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. This is checked in for the Nuggets. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. The Bulldozer, he's checked in for Roberson. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with the bulldozer. And it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle. Westbrook passes to the bulldozer. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, sinks the three-pointer. Harris has got 7 now in this quarter.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense. And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
There's a screen. Here's Barton. The feed to Fareed. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's been a strong game for Fareed. 9 points and also a block shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And he ends up missing both free throws. The bulldozer passes to Westbrook. Gallinari against Durant, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Here's Barton, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
At the line for your Nuggets, Will.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Thunder trailing by 17 to end the run. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
There's a screen to the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
He hits both from the stripe. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Here's the bulldozer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The bulldozer's got 12 points in just the second half. The Nuggets leading by 16. Barton kicks to Gallinari. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gallinari's got 8 points here in this quarter. Durant, the pass to the bulldozer. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Harris with it. Westbrook picks him up. There's the screen. Here's Barton. There's the dish to Fareed. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Ray McCallum's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's the bulldozer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The bulldozer's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Thunder. The Nuggets leading by 17. Here's McCallum. Kicks to Gallinari. There's a good screen. Fareed a screen on Durant. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the chart.
And the basket good. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Denver's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Gallinari, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
No good from the Bulldozer. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Pass to Jokic. Feeds it to Gallinari. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
Clark, free throws were a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to get to the line, Kevin, but the other half of that is you've got to convert, and they did that.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you got to believe that's important, Greg. I mean, it's one thing to lose both games of an interconference series. It's a whole different story losing all 4 games to a team from your own conference.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Gallinari. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Three-pointer. Goufus grabs the miss. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Plenty of space. That's good.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's the Bulldozer. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so it's Denver taking care of business.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Danilo Gallinari. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. He really...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Checking out Oklahoma City. They're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as
we have the Thunder as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Timberwolves. They know this is the type of game The Bulldozer, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder, Durant and Ibaka playing at the 4 and 5. The Bulldozer is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Roberson in at the small forward. And it's Rubio penetrating. Shot clock at 6. Here's Levine. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Shots good by Durant.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
All right, Doris, thanks.
A great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Gary. You just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
Rubio dishes to Wiggins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And the second free throw, good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's the Bulldozer. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from 3-point range.
Wiggins drives in. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the night. The Thunder with the lead. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. No good from the Bulldozer. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Towns. The shot is off. Great D that time from Durant. Feeds it to Roberson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And it's Durant missing. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the San Antonio Spurs.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Ricky Rubio? He's averaging 11 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Bayless kicks to Levine. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Levine's got 5 now.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And Pekovic throws it down.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
Here's Levine. The three-pointer off the mark. Looking at the last game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was a loss to the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Here is Bayless. He's covered by Westbrook. Bayless, the pass to Dang. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
All right, target setter coming up for now. Your Timberwolves answer.
Martin's checked in for Levine. Then for Oklahoma City, Waiters comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Now Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's the dish to Martin. An easy 2 points on the layup. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Here's the bulldozer. Muhammad grabs the board.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
He dishes it to Bayless. Chang, a screen. Shoots from the baseline. The shot's good from Bayless. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right? You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Durant, no good.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Passes to the bulldozer. Sinks the three-pointer. The Bulldozers got a couple of threes now in the first for the Thunder.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Bayless dishes to Martin. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Martin's got 7. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And some look on the floor for Minnesota. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Mitch McGary's checked in for Cantor. Ibaka comes in for Nick Collison. Durant's checked in for Waiters. And it's the Bulldozer in for Roberson. They've got Levine. Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Pekovic in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets made some major contributions. He finished with 30 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
From deep. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
That's good. Bayless has got his 2nd basket of the night.
All right, target center, coming on the court now.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 8th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Haynes checked in.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Levine, and that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got 3 assists tonight. And here's Payne. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 1:37 left to play here in the half. No good from the Bulldozer.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Levine kicks to Bayless. No good. That would have tied it.
They did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Yeah, everything's been perimeter oriented, and you have to be hitting shots to play that way.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Pass to Ibaka. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's the Bulldozer. Muhammad covering. Back to Durant. The pass to the Bulldozer. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 ball. A rebound by Pekovic.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Here's Levine. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Kicks it to McGarry. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. He hits the second from the line. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 8. Shot from the wing. Minnesota with the rebound. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break. Minnesota making some changes. Niko Pekovic is checked in for Monty Eunice. Martin comes in for Zach LaVine. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Bulldozer comes in for Andre Robertson. So the Thunder 5 right now. The Bulldozer in a 2-guard. Enes Kanter is out there with Durant. And there's Dion Waiters. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And Bayless kicks to Towns. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Clock at 6. The Bulldozer passes to Kanter. Here's Waiters. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Martin attacking. Good on the shot, and that shades the lead to single digits. Martin's got 11.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Here's Durant, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Muhammad, he's checked in for Martin. Payne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Off the pick. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's Bayless. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials. It's been a good one for Bayless. He has 8 points and 4 assists as well.
And he's really put together a nice combination of points at the free throw line, but also getting the assist.
Can you say fundamentals clinic, guys?
Mitch McGary's checked in for Kanter. Payne passes to the Bulldozer. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Both free throws good from the Bulldozer.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
Towns, no luck.
And, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
1:24 left here in the third quarter. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
The Bulldozer passes to Durant. Here's the Bulldozer. 15 points in the game, and the shot is good.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Timberwolves trail by 19. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. Bayless dishes to Pekovic. And that time, also a missed shot.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
The Bulldozer misses the 3. The Timberwolves shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Now Bayless. 9 points in the game so far. From past the arc. That's good. Bayless has got 5 points now this quarter. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's the Bulldozer. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Thunder lead by 19.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Gorgie Dan. Towns comes in for Monty Eunice. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Muhammad. The Thunder also changing it up. Durant comes in for Payne. And it's the Bulldozer in for Russell Westbrook. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Anthony Towns and Pekovic are up front. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Timberwolves trail by 16. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's the Bulldozer. That 3 off the mark for Minnesota. They've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Wiggins with it, guarded now by Durant. And that one's good. Wiggins.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Oklahoma City leading by 14. Shots good by Ibaka.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Levine. Pass to Towns. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his 4th personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, and the other thing also is tonight they've been able to get to the free throw line consistently and also convert big points from the charity stripe.
The first one falls. And Towns drops them both.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Durant, no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Ibaka. There's the 3. The shot is good from the Bulldozer. The Bulldozers got 16 here in the second half.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
Here's Wiggins. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Here's the Bulldozer from past the arc, but they recover it.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Oklahoma City.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Kevin Durant. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Zach LaVine, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Screened by Ibaka. Westbrook passes to the Bulldozer. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Floats one, and they're able to recover. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Minnesota with the ball. And Rubio kicks to Levine. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. The kick out to Westbrook. Here to Westbrook. So no problem for Oklahoma City.
Kevin, what was the key in...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan, Kevin Durant. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their house, Chesapeake Energy Arena. Checking out Oklahoma City, they managed to take Game 1 of the season series against this team, looking to seal their series advantage with a win tonight. And Tim Duncan, one of the greats in NBA history. When it's all said and done, Shaq, will he go down as the best power forward of all time?
Well, he's got more rings as a star power forward than anyone else. So he's a complete player, offensively and defensively. I would have to say yes.
And you're the one who gave him his nickname.
Big fundamental. You know, he's not really flashy, doesn't run fast, doesn't jump high, but
we're coming at you from the peak, Chesapeake Energy Arena in beautiful Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder prepare to take the floor. Now for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won their last contest, that game against the... And for Serge Ibaka. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the court right now for the Spurs, the timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Green in at the small forward. No good from Duncan.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's the bulldozer. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Ginobili outside. Aldridge a string. This one for 3. And Ginobili with the 3. Ginobili's got his second basket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Parker kicks to Green. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Aldridge. 8 feet away. The Thunder pull it in. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Well, the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points, and these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. 5th on the list, Freak.
And this is the cream of the spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
And that's exactly what they do, overwhelm you. This is an aggressive attacking group. Each one of these guys is a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
Here's Aldridge. Drains the 19-footer. Aldridge has got 6.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. 4th in opponent points per game, 5th in opponent field goal percentage. And they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And you go back to their ranking in opponents' points per game. Teams just can't seem to put runs together against them. You get a bucket here, a bucket there, but that defense, it just wears on you. Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Curry's checked in for Daniel Green. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. No good from the Bulldozer. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Took him no time at all on that one. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Out to the right wing. The feed now to Diaw, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Greg Popovich. He's looking to even the score in this season series with a win of their own. He told me they can certainly play better than they did the last time, and said with their defense and shot blocking, they're planning to make matters difficult at that end of the floor. Kevin, let's see if they can lock them up.
Thanks, Doris. So defense, it looks like, coming first for them today.
That's their identity. That's what they're all about. Their defense is really what sparks them.
And that has to be their spark if they're going to be successful. I mean, everything for them starts at the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Adams. And another shot. And he sinks the layup. Adams has got his first basket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Westbrook. West a screen on Westbrook. Here's Mills. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mills has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And let's check out the numbers for Kevin Durant. Tremendous numbers for him.
A different look for Oklahoma City. McGarry comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Oklahoma City trailing. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. No good from the Bulldozer.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Mills with it. Now guarded by Payne. Mills dishes to Curry. West with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's the Bulldozer. Good on the triple.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Mills kicks to Curry. And he banks in the layup.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Now here's Waiters. Here's the bulldozer. Here's Adams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. Outside Curry. 17-foot shot on the way. That's good from West on the assist by Curry.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's the bulldozer. No good on the three. Mills. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing. And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You've got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside you've got Ibaka and Canner. Bulldozer is out there with Payne, and it's Roberson in at the three. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Los Angeles.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 3. Westbrook kicks to Adams. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Adams has got 8 points.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
West scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
No good from the bulldozer.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
It's Curry with the drive. Sweet little floater. And it's a 5-point San Antonio lead.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Pass to the bulldozer. Outside Westbrook. Takes the 3. No good from the bulldozer.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Mills can't hit. Thunder shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's the bulldozer. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. No good from Simmons.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Mills with it. Westbrook picks him up. And Curry has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's the bulldozer. Misses the 3. Here's Mills. 9 points last game out. Curry with a wide open look. Another miss by Curry.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Welcoming you back for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. The Bulldozer comes in for Roberson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. On the court for San Antonio, Mills and Manu at the guards. West is out there with Boris Diaw. And it's Simmons in at the small forward position. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves put on a show. He dropped in 24 points as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
West passes to Ginobili. Back to West. The shot, no good. Ibaka with some nice D. Thunder trailing by 8. Shoots. No good from the Bulldozer.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Oklahoma City's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Cranes it from beyond the arc. The Bulldozers got 6 here in this quarter.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Mills dishes to Diaw. And Simmons kicks to Mills. A 3-ball. And that one's good. Mills has got 13 points.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's right.
And that sends Freak to the free throw line. That one on Ginobili. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Waiters is checked in. And San Antonio with the change here too. Curry's checked in. Here's Simmons. Adams defending. And Diaw kicks to Mills. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. He's got 16.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Mitch McGary's checked in for the Thunder.
Mitch McGary.
Spurs leading by 9. Mills passes to Curry. He feeds it to Diaw. Now the dish to Mills. Just 4 to shoot. He's looking for West and finds him. Again, the Spurs good for 2. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's the Bulldozer. Nailed from three-point land. The Bulldozers got 11 in the second half. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Mills dishes to West. The rebound by McGary. Under trailing by 8. Here's the Bulldozer. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Simmons kicks to Curry. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. Now here's Payne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Thunder shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. Russell Westbrook out there with the bulldozer. And it's Roberson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's the bulldozer. That one a little long. Spurs leading by 8. And the wide open shot from Green. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The bulldozer. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the bulldozer. San Antonio's going out and for Oklahoma City. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Boris Diaz checked in for Daniel Green. Aldridge with a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Duncan. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now a fast break for the Thunder. No good from the bulldozer. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Duncan with it. Can't recover. Duncan, the pass to Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Thunder trailing by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Feeds it to Aldridge. No one near him. That is good. Aldridge has got 20.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
No good from the bulldozer.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Now here's Mills, defended by Ibaka. Spurs leading by 7. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 19, and good. He nails it. 11 points for Parker.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Now the pass to the bulldozer. Ball's knocked loose. Parker left side. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the bulldozer. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. The bulldozer's got 4 points now in the quarter. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Screen by Duncan. Aldridge dishes to Mills. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Durant kicks to Westbrook. For the 3. Durant, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
He's got a nice soft touch with that floater and used it beautifully right there.
Thunder trailing by 11. Westbrook passes to the bulldozer. Fires it up. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? 8 rebounds, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. Ginobili comes in for Patty Mills.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor.
And here now the Thunder. It's a 13-point game.
Perimeter. Posts. Rotate over.
Passes it to the bulldozer.
off.
Pulls it up. Got a piece of it. Ibaka, the pass to the Bulldozer. Shot clock at 5. No good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's San Antonio. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Inside runner. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Thunder shooting 40% in the fourth. Ibaka outside. From the line. Goes back up. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Durant.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Ginobili gets a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And that's 13 points for Ginobili.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Spurs.
Their superior ball handling. Won it for him here, Clark.
Well, Kevin, when you squeeze the orange, you get more shot opportunities, and that's always a good thing.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And, partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. Major bragging rights on the line that night.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Aldridge. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. The Spurs also changing it up. Henry Sims is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Curry subbed in for Tony Parker. Inside, here's Sims. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Henry Sims. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Pass to the Bulldozer. Will it go? No luck. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
David, what is
the 2K Sports postgame show?
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our LaMarcus Aldridge. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. Already in this new year, we've seen several teams establish themselves as frontrunners. Shaq, how hard will it be for them to keep up the momentum?
Ernie, it's a long season. Injuries, trades, anything can happen. One more long. You just got to take care of your business. The rest takes care of itself.
Well, you know what? Every team does hit a rough.
Well, weather always a concern here in the Plains. Lightning striking in the distance. Oklahoma, no stranger to thunderstorms. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. He's checked in for Roberson. Alex Len's checked in for the Suns. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Booker out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Len, and it's Chandler, and it's Buchanan in at the 3 spot.
Move the ball.
Baseline J on the way, and the shot is good from the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer's got his first bucket in this one.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
He had a great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Suns trail by 11. Pass to Buchanan. To the right side. Len, a screen. Booker, the pass to Buchanan. Just 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 10 points.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
The shot's good from the Bulldozer.
They haven't been able to stifle them defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Here's Booker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 13.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Passes to the Bulldozer. He dishes it to Durant. And stolen by Booker. Here's Bledsoe. 14 points from him the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Serge Ibaka. And then for Phoenix, Villanueva comes in for Chandler. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. No good from the Bulldozer. Suns trail by 6. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Screen by Villanueva. Larkin dishes to Villanueva. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Really a solid comeback effort here.
Outside Durant. Goes up on the wing. Here's the Bulldozer. Defended by Booker. Back to Waiters. Fires top of the key. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
Larkin kicks to Villanueva. Great look, but off the mark.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
They set the pick. Now the pass to Adams. Easy layup after coming off the pick. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Kicks to Booker. And Durant sends it back. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Here's the bulldozer. 5 points in the game. Feeds it to Villanueva. Pass to Buchanan. Trying his luck deep. The Thunder pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really...
OKC, make some noise for y'all.
And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader, certainly. He talked about how important... Don't you need a player like this of Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork? Have the feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room, because Chandler has got that covered.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe is out there with Shane Larkin. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. Then there's Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Booker in at the small forward position. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs really lit it up. He ended up with 34 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Here's Bledsoe. Bledsoe with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Payne passes to the bulldozer. Three-pointer. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Teletovic dishes to Hansbrough. Here's Larkin. Knocks down the three ball. Larkin's got it back down to within single digits for the Suns.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here we can get a look at Oklahoma City, Kevin, and what kind of numbers they put up in the game. First and lowest turnovers a game. Second in opponent points per game. And they're the third-ranked fast break team in the league. I mean, there's always that fear that they're going to run you off the court when you play them. You've got to get back in transition against this team.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
No one covering. Teletovic has got his first 3 points of the game.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's the bulldozer, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Chandler a screen, and it's Bledsoe off the drive. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And now it's just a 4-point Thunder lead.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Number 1, Eric Bledsoe.
All season long, Kevin, he's been able to anticipate the pass and knock balls loose and then retrieve them. I mean, it's one thing to get deflections and steals, but you've got to reel it in to complete the play. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
One-on-one fast break. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Bledsoe. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 19 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library, he lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Chandler kicks to Teletovic. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Payne passes to the Bulldozer. From past the arc. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Bledsoe outside. Here's Teletovic. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Teletovic has got his second basket of the night. The Thunder with the lead. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 5. Looking to end the drought. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Chandler's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Thunder with some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Roberson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Pass to Teletovic. They set the screen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on this.
The Suns making a change here. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Oklahoma City out in front, up 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, you obviously found your rhythm offensively. Tell us how you've gotten into that groove.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half. Look for Oklahoma City. The Bulldozer comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Hansbrough's checked in for the Suns. Shane Larkin comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Bulldozer is out there with Payne. And it's Cantor in at the center. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Chandler is screened. The dish to Teletovic. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Larkin. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ibaka, the pass to the Bulldozer. Shot from the wing, and he gets the bucket. The Bulldozer's got his 3rd bucket of the night. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Chandler is screened. Teletovic in the corner. Chandler trying to free himself up. Teletovic misses.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Chandler is screened. Here's Larkin. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Durant. The 3. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Booker.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Here's the Bulldozer, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick... of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now the feed to Teletovic. And it's off from 3-point range. The Thunder leading by 10. Here's the Bulldozer. 13 points in the game. And a miss there on the triple. And Booker kicks to Teletovic. He feeds it to Booker. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Larkin can't get it to go.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Larkin's got 5 points in the quarter.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open. Kevin, and looking back over the last month, let's check out how Phoenix stacked up. 4th in fast break points, 6th in blocks, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And going back to their fast break numbers, their athleticism enables them to play that breakneck speed. But it takes discipline as well to keep the pedal on the metal, and that sets them apart.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams comes in for Enes Kanter, and McGarry subbed in for Serge Ibaka. Out to the wing, Villanueva. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper. Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's the Bulldozer. Len grabs the board.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Booker kicks to Villanueva. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Here's the Bulldozer, defended by Booker. There's the pick. Here's the Bulldozer. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Suns in second. In third, the Thunder.
Both of these teams have established tempo as an identity. I mean, they're playing fast and scoring in bunches.
Dion Waiters checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook comes in for Payne. The Bulldozer passes to Westbrook. Here's the Bulldozer, guarded by Len. They get it back. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 6 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Villanueva. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Then for the Thunder, Cantor checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's the Bulldozer in for Roberson. On the court for the Suns, we've got Chandler, Charlie Villanueva out there with Kevin Serafin. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Hansbrough in at the 2.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Bledsoe against Westbrook. And Hansbrough slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for a man.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
6 to shoot. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. The Bulldozer. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Shoots from 12. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game, and the next game it'll be played in Los Angeles. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
Dishes it to Hansbrough. Lots of room. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's the bulldozer. Hansbrough defending. Cantor kicks to Durant. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now an 8-point Thunder lead.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Here's Chandler, and that one is hammered home.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The Thunder leading by 6. Passes it to the Bulldozer. Oklahoma City moving it around. Lays it up and banks it in. The Bulldozers got 15 points here in the second half.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Hansbrough, the pass to Villanueva. Down low, Booker lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Booker's got 22 points.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Back to Cantor. He kicks to Westbrook. Here's the Bulldozer, defended by Booker. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Up top, Bledsoe. He's covered by Westbrook. And Bledsoe, here we go.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And now just a 2-point Oklahoma City lead. Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The pass to the Bulldozer. And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And it's all evened up. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Suns?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Buchanan.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's the Bulldozer. Ibaka dishes to Westbrook. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's the Bulldozer. Phoenix grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Booker, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Hey, nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Westbrook passes to the Bulldozer. From deep. Toledovich grabs the board. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 14-5 run here. To the middle. Here's Buchanan. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's the bulldozer. Lets it fly from 18. Money!
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
Bledsoe outside. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Pass to Buchanan. Expanding his range. Gets the 3 of 4.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the bulldozer. Missed.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It's the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both free throws good from the bulldozer.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Here's Bledsoe. Chandler with the screen on Westbrook. Pass to Buchanan. Off the screen. Got it!
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan player, Kevin Durant.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
Yeah.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last outing for Oklahoma City, they ended up with a win against the Suns in Phoenix. A terrific underdog win in that last game. They're feeling good, looking to keep it up tonight. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Los Angeles with some changes. Bass comes in for Roy Hibbert, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Kobe. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Bulldozer comes in for Serge Ibaka. Taking a look at the Thunder, the Bulldozer in at shooting guard. Andre Robertson out there with Durant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He used that pitch to perfection. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Kevin Durant, number 1.
Well, if you're on this leaderboard, Kevin, whether it's for the year, a month, or one game, your coach and your teammates are happy because free throws mean points on the board and a better chance to win when you knock them down.
Shot's good.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Westbrook against Russell. To the paint, a reverse, and it's blocked by Adams. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Nancy's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Harkless. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Waiters is checked in. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Again, Williams missing. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Russell dishes to Williams. Back to Russell. And he banks in the layup. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's the Bulldozer. He's guarded by Williams. And Durant, here we go. Fires from deep. No good from the Bulldozer. Lakers leading by 3. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Los Angeles' head coach. And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. McGarry's checked in for Durant, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Russell kicks to Bass. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. And checking out the numbers for Russell. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging 21 points per game, 8 assists, and just over 2 steals. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Payne kicks to McGarry. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 6. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He was intent on running the offense through the Bulldozer. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
They get a hand on it. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
6 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Russell. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with the bulldozer. And it's Cantor in at the 5.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. A little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Hibbert with the screen. Russell with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboard, Kev. And that also was a factor. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Phoenix.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
5 on the clock. The drive by Russell, and they take the lead. Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
Here's Waiters. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Williams kicks to Bass. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
No good from the bulldozer.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Kept alive. Shots good by Williams. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
The 3, and he gets it to go. And 12 points for Freak.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
Williams, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Second, the Thunder.
Well, better protection of the lane the last few weeks, Kevin, has helped them cut down on the easy scoring. They've also done a better job on the mid-range coverage as well, getting to their man quicker and finding ways to clog up the passing lane.
Oklahoma City's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Adams, the pass to the Bulldozer, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
This is what this team is all about here. I mean, they're forcing their way inside, just bulldozing themselves into the paint area, and they're having a lot of success. Been a stellar outing in this one for the Bulldozer. He has 15 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Outside, Russell. Inside, McGarry with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Payne can't hit. Lakers trail by 3. Nance a screen. Adams against Russell. Nance used that pick to get in close.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Thunder shooting 41% for the game. Fires the three, and he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from the Bulldozer. The Bulldozers got 12 now in this quarter. Los Angeles has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Bass with the screen. And they double up Russell from downtown. The Thunder pull it in. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip. For three. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here.
Thank you, Ken.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Williams comes in for Bryant. Then for the Thunder, Adams comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's the Bulldozer in for Serge Ibaka. Russell is out there with Williams. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Randall in at the 4 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now the feed to Harkless. Kicks it to Bass. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 13 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, points, you got to have them. I mean, they do keep score. That's what makes him really valuable in that second unit, points. There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns stepped up to deliver. He ended with 25 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. A truly dominating game from him in what was hopefully a sign of things to come. At least that's how the franchise is thinking, guys.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Here's the Bulldozer. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Lakers trail by 8. Right side Russell. And they double up Russell. Here's Randall, and it's blocked by Adams. Here's the Bulldozer. He's defended by Randall. There's the 3. But they'll get another chance. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And 12 points for Kevin Durant. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Durant. 14 points for Russell Westbrook.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Outside Williams. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Payne comes in for Russell Westbrook. Lakers trail by 9. Williams with a clean look. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Adams, and it's Russell with the rebound.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Durant, the pass to the Bulldozer. This one for 3. Oklahoma City, the rebound.
Nice hustle to get them a second look.
And here's Los Angeles. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Williams with another miss.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
No good from the Bulldozer.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Russell against Adams. Russell dishes to Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Payne passes to the Bulldozer. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. The Bulldozers got 21. Lakers trail by 7. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Mans the screen. Pass to Williams. Shot, high post. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the Bulldozer. And it's off from three-point range. Well, it's been an exciting game. And the final period of play just about to start. And here's the Lakers. They trail by 7. They host the 76ers after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside you've got Ibaka and Canner. Bulldozer is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Roberson in at the 3 spot. The Thunder shooting the ball at 42%. And there's the pass to the Bulldozer. Launches a 3. Randall grabs the board.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Left side, Bryant. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Here's the Bulldozer. Bangs home the trifecta. The Bulldozers got 24 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Russell kicks to Harkless. Hibbert with the screen. The drive by Russell. Pass to Hibbert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 7 points for Roy Hibbert.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
To the left wing. Westbrook with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Kobe kicks to Russell. Good.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
All right, Stadium Center. Look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's the 3. And good. The three-point shot good from the Bulldozer. The Bulldozers got 27.
their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Picked by Randall. Russell with it. Westbrook picks him up. Bryant in the post. Another shot, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Russell kicks to Kobe for three. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Kobe Bryant.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's the bulldozer. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Now, here is Russell. Hibbert with the screen. Left side, Bryant. Good. Bryant's got 5 points now in the quarter. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Westbrook passes to the bulldozer. Here's the three. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Russell dishes to Randall. Harkless kicks to Russell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Hibbert with the screen. 6 to shoot. And he hits it to tie the game up. 19 points for D'Angelo Russell.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Beyond the arc. But they'll get another chance.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
Shots good by Ibaka.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Outside Bryant. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Thunder have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's the bulldozer, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 9th assist in the game now. Lakers trail by 5. Now Russell. The drive by Bryant. Can't connect from short range. Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. No good from the bulldozer. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out.
Substitution.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. The Thunder leading by 11. Westbrook passes to the bulldozer. Jacks up a 3. And the shot is good. The bulldozer's got 15 points in just the second half.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
Kobe attacking. Gets it to go from 8 feet. And stolen by Williams. Here's pass. And Ennis Kanter picks up the foul. And some changes here for the Lakers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Bass. Harkless comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Russell in for Bryant. The Lakers with the ball. A 12-point game. Passes it to Hibbert. No luck. Excellent D from Kanter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did. So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And just bulldozing their way through this season series. The victory here tonight makes it 3-0 for the year, with 1 game left to play against the Lakers.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Russell Westbrook. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Some changes for the Lakers. Larry Nance is checked in for Julius Randle. P.J. Tucker comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Bryant in for Russell. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And Bryant gets it to go. And so here is Oklahoma City. Waiters dishes to Payne. Here's the bulldozer. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his fourth foul of the contest. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bryant has the open look. And it's off the back rim. No good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
He was putting passes on a platter for these guys, leading them straight to the basket for easy buckets. He finished with 13 assists.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Season's greetings. Happy holidays. Welcome, thank you for joining us. It's a very special Christmas edition. Ernie Johnson of 2K Sports here with the always jolly Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith,
Merry
who's
Christmas
also
to you, man.
Relatively jolly. Yeah, and
Do you have my gift?
Maybe I do have. Did I get the gift that you sent me, or do I have a gift for you?
Either or.
No, neither.
Well, I'll get you 2 of those.
We have a song for you, Ernie.
What's that?
Hit the beat, Kenny. Ho, ho, ho. Open up your door. It's Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show. That's it.
Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, more than solid play for them.
And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams making substitutions here. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds: disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
So for Oklahoma City right now, down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Bulldozer is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 8 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Cantor checked in for Oklahoma City. Johnson, a wide open look. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Bulldozer. Oklahoma City gets it back. From outside the arc, Darren Williams grabs the miss.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
They need this. They get it again. Passes it to the Bulldozer. Lets the 3 fly. Johnson with some nice D.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now. Now, that's a momentum shifter there. It's still leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
On the wing, Williams. 20 points for him last game against Memphis.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line. About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Rick Carlisle. Doris?
He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X factor for them. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. Williams kicks to Parsons. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Westbrook passes to the Bulldozer. Fires for 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Mavericks leading by 4. Right side, Williams. Pachulia, no luck.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Powell, that's good.
What a tremendous feed from Williams. Great awareness.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team, regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given.
Stepping onto the court for your entertainment.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, for them.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, Pachulia is out there with Matthews. Then there's Harris. Then there's J.J. Barea. Outside Matthews. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw, good. Matthews. Thunder trailing by 12. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Pass to the Bulldozer. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Parsons got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Okay, Dallas, stepping onto the court for your entertainment on the Dallas.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 6th in free throw percentage, 9th in field goal percentage, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, you know, he's the real deal at the foul line. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Nobody near Parsons. They get it back.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's the Bulldozer, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks leading by 12. Williams dishes to Parsons. Here's Mesri. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Shoots the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Back to Williams. Kicks it out to Parsons. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
And Parsons kicks to Williams. Johnson, the pass to Parsons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Parsons. 7 points for Johnson.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And the shot is good. He has 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's the Bulldozer. Here's Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 5 points so far.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Williams against Westbrook. Johnson the screen. Parsons with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis. 3-pointer. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
On the wing, Johnson. 3-pointer. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the... We're getting back to the action now. It's been a 1. So the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Pachulia, he's checked in for Powell. Tyler Johnson comes in for Parsons. Devin Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Williams in for J.J. Barea. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Ibaka. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. The Bulldozer, he's checked in for Roberson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Taking a look at the Thunder. Kanter is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Payne out there with the Bulldozer. And it's Waiters in at the 3 spot. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He finished with 36 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Outside Williams. Poked away and stolen by Payne. Here's Waiters, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Darren Williams. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
There's the pick. There's the pass to the Bulldozer. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's Williams with the drive. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Mavericks, 2 games back.
And I think for Dallas, they just lack that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
You know, you're right. They're not that far from being true contenders, but it doesn't look like this is the season for them to do so.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Dion Waiters. Adams. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Thunder trailing by 4. Passes it to the Bulldozer. Clock at 4. Baseline jumper, and that one's good. The Bulldozers got 22 points.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Williams kicks to Pachulia. And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them gets to the line. Kevin Durant, number 1.
And that means he can afford to be very aggressive as a slasher because of how proficient he is at the line.
And, you know, if I was coaching him, I'd tell him to stay greedy trying to get to that line. As a matter of fact, he would never be able to satisfy me with his free throw attempt because I'd always push him to get more.
Dallas making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. Oklahoma City moving it around. Durant dishes to Kanter. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
Lets the 3 fly. No good from the Bulldozer. Mavericks leading by 4. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Mavericks have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
With the shot. They get the rebound, and Canner throws it down.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
that
was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks ahead, up by 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Thunder trailing by 4. We've got Chandler Parsons. Matthews out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Powell in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Takes the 3. But they get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
The Thunder shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's the bulldozer. No good with the triple.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Westbrook passes to the bulldozer. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Matthews, no good. Thunder trailing by 6. Right wing. Here's the bulldozer. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Barea kicks to Parsons. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. 12 points for Chandler Parsons.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Pass to Barea. And counting. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Teams changing it up here. Oklahoma City's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Puts up a 3. The Thunder with another miss. Dallas leading by 6. Barea dishes to Parsons. And it falls over the rim and in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Harris kicks to Barea. There's a screen. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Durant's running. Shot's good. Now just a 4-point Dallas lead.
Really opportunistic basketball there. And when they desperately needed timely, opportunistic basketball.
And it really couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, they've got to take even more chances on defense now. Try to get some more of those steals to start the break.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. And here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Devin Harris.
So far in the game for Westbrook, he's got 10 points and 3 assists.
At the line for the Mavericks, Russell Westbrook.
And the first one at the line is good. Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. That one is no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Now here's Barea. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. The Bulldozer, they grabbed their own miss to tie it up. Good D by Matthews.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
They set the pick. Nice D from Durant. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's the Bulldozer. It's good. This game is all even. The Bulldozers got 14 points now in the second half.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Now here's Barea. He's covered by Westbrook. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's the Bulldozer, covered by Parsons. No good from the Bulldozer.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
They set the pick. The feed to Powell. They need this one. The shot is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Pass to the Bulldozer. Takes the 3. And he gets it to go. And now a 5-point Thunder lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high-percentage looks.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Mesri. It's the first that shrinks the margin to just 4. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
They really had to have those free throws. It's down to a one-possession lead.
The Thunder shooting not great, 40% for the game. Westbrook drives in. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Thunder lead by 5.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot the first half, but they defended at a high level and remain in control.
Matthews against Durant. 5 to shoot. From deep. Matthews, no good.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Parsons outside. Dishes to Matthews. Top of the key. That's short off the rim. And he commits the intentional foul. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's the Bulldozer. Oklahoma City gets it back, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time. I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Dallas. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
And so it's Dallas with it. There's a good screen. Kicks to Matthews. The dish to Barea. On the wing, Johnson. Let's go. Nails it.
Tyler Johnson with the shot.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
All alone. Shot is off. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you. But they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline.
Kevin, this...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
Well, getting up over the 30-point barrier is never easy under any circumstances. He tore holes in the defense. They couldn't figure out what to do with him. Every play they ran for him, he executed it nearly perfectly.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again.